Mm-hmm. Let's get it. Let's get it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Commanders.
Great.
It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success.
That's on him, man. He'll be opportunity those spot, right? I already know the Ravens team. They ain't gotta do too much, bro. Nah, I talked to myself. This nigga press pause and shit. I guess trying to figure his roster out or something. I don't know. See, I spark up.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Give me that. Oh, that's a pick, man. Come on, baby.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Jackson. Dancing to his left.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Wentz. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Josh Bynes drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their
Come on, man.
They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
23 yards the pickup there. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
Jackson now.
That's into the hands of Crochet. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Again, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's
give me that sit.
At the goal line.
By Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Being chased out left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out left to Dotson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 33 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. So they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. On 4th down, here's the option. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Son, that's bullshit, son. He doing micro blitzes the whole fucking game, son.
That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
Son, this nigga cheated, Mo. What the fuck?
Too much. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush.
This nigga
They've
doing
been
the micro
sensational,
blitz the
CD.
whole
That is now
fucking
6
game,
sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing up all game long.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
The whole fucking game.
They'll start by running the
I'm
option
playing the
line.
motherfucking
He's going
Ravens.
to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 3rd down, Jackson able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the...
Shit, dog. You just glitching that shit out. That's all that shit is. You just glitching like a motherfucker, man.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Buying time to his left. That is complete downfield to Knox. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there right off the bat. 73 yards. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that. And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Singletary. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Allen gonna throw. Flush to his right.
Give me that.
Intercepted.
Yes, sir.
And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. There's McLaurin, what a catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Allen going to to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. On 2nd and 7, Allen rolling to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are
Give me that
take
shit,
over
man.
at the 31-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Eluding the pressure right. We'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Allen now on first down. Forced out to his left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Bills Charles are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To the air, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Good block.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to
get it.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Gibby.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 75 yards.
yards.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is
Get the fuck. That's out of bounds, man.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown run for Devin Singletary. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Flush to his right.
And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wentz.
throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. They'll go for it. It's Wentz being chased out left. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground with Gibson.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that is incomplete.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Sly able to put this one through.
And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player in the back.
Deep in his
Ooh, give me that.
Coughs up the football. And it's Washington.
Yeah, nigga. Ooh, he mad. I made a nigga fumble on the kickoff return.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but
And
certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And that one will bounce out of the back
Be
of
like
the
that.
zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen.
Give me that.
And now another turnover
as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Oh, that's intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Khair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got room. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. 33 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Gibson again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
We're going to run this motherfucking clock out on them.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Robinson up the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
I got my dogs, so what I had to be fumbled at.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Buying time to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They throw it out right complete. And some room to work. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Wentz to throw. Out route here, he finds Turner. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted.
Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out. This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those...
Gibby did his thing. Gibby had over 200 yards total. Ooh, I gave him his first loss, too. What you on, Tay? Huh? What that? What that?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Washington Commanders and themselves.
That's what's that dog. They about to go.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami.
What's up, baby?
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Wins to throw on the first play from scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. First down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
On the counter, Gibson.
Always got some breathing room. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Thomas has it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. No score after one on EA Sports. Wentz now on first down. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Here's a give to Gibson. A little juke. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Wentz. We'll find Gibson here complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Wentz going to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's caught at the 1. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Into a sea of defenders.
Let's go.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Jude.
Oh, he about to quit. Got him out of there. Another victim, Tay. Another victim down. Damn, this nigga played 42 games. Well, he won 42. I said this nigga played against, he won 42 games already.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from FedEx Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
I hear you, babe.
Wins first play, going right to the air. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Wins his throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Wins finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will take it in.
Go.
Touchdown,
Robinson,
Commanders.
big baby.
Brian Robinson
Strong
Jr.
baby.
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3.
Let's go.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
We'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, 29 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Looking at finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And
hey, I feel it. You can't stop me.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shot
I got the
at
big
23-yard line.
Oh yeah, I got the look. Yeah.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
You can post it, joint.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Rodgers again now. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
Get him.
Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Oh, he about to quit too.
sack that time. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
To the morning.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
All right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
He finds Watson complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Give me that shit.
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. It's like a freight train. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Complete to Jones.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Jones.
Come on, man. Y'all niggas right there.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch him a little bit because it
goes left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Gibby.
Antonio Gibson, 56 yards. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
We got rolling up now for this one. The last of them on weekends.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Rodgers on third down.
Give me that.
Crowd and intercepted. William Jackson.
Jackson.
And he will bring this
Pick
one
six.
back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
And this pass broken
Drop
up.
that shit.
And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Up the middle, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Crosby as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30.
Dotson.
10. Touchdown, Washington.
Dotson.
50-yard
touchdown.
And the
80 yards.
Commanders used a big play to extend their
75-yard
fourth-quarter
touchdown.
lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling his receiver.
Oh, he out here. Made him quit. Oh. Gotta roll up another one. Niggas don't know what the fuck. Oh, you back on. You broadcasting, man? That's my last J. Oh, it's a game ball tonight too. Might put the game on too. I'll put the game on real quick. Nah, I'm already rolled up. I'm already smoking over here. I'm about to start a game. I said I'm about to put the game on too though. I know it's a preseason game on. I'm trying to find that shit. Green Bay versus the Packers. I mean, hey, Green Bay. The Packers versus the Chiefs. Yeah. About to put that shit on. Oh, he played at Howard. That's what's up. Never try to receive that shit. Right, cut. Yeah, they quit on you.
The EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx
Browns.
Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Good job,
and they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Wentz. That's Samuel, caught left side. Finding room in midfield. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Baby 50. Yeah.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down at 5.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now Wentz. And that is
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland 1st. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the 1st down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down, here's Chubb again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Watson on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Jakeem Grant, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Jordan Love, 13 for 12. 13 for 21. What a pick.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Winston Johnson, your connection there for the Commander first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here we go on 4th down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, comes up empty here. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Wentz. This pass rolled in by Dotson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 30. 39 yards there. A big one.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They run for it with Hunt. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flush to his right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watson on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now wins. Able to connect with Dotson. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Wentz.
Come on, man.
McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Following the penalty, Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Out to his left. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go, and he's able to turn it into a short gain.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
downs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Watson off play action. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Completes it to Samuel. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Again, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Got his target, Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
gotta get it, man. We gotta show our case, man. Let's go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Second down and a run by Robinson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Wentz. That's going to be caught. Touchdown,
Get it.
Washington.
Touchdown, Scary Terry.
Terry McLaurin, 30 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 27, Jackson, throw left side, complete. That's Oliver. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way that they're being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Remain for second down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running left is Edwards. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Still
trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Going for the deep ball.
Give me that shit.
Into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Winston throw complete there to Thomas.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now Wentz.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The 1st down carry for Davis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go with Edwards left side. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw here complete to Dotson. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. A leap and he's got it. He got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Wentz. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Good.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Overtime.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. First throw of overtime for Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Wentz being chased out left. He completes.
Let's go, Scary.
McLaurin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Let's go, Scary.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz.
Let's go. Let's get the fuck off the field. Let's do it. Yeah. Overtime shit, baby. Oh, they get the other team the ball now in overtime?
Through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right?
Oh, what the fuck?
To buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then
hey, football wagon shit, so you can't walk off the field on overtime? What the fuck?
The team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had, very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. 955.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give me that!
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked by King.
Yes, sir.
He will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Let's get out of here.
So it's the Commanders who
Let's
come
get out
away
of
with
Baltimore
win.
with this
And
win,
the guy
baby.
leading the way, CD, their quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental
Kendall
in earning this
Fuller.
victory.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that'll do it
Nah,
for
I
us.
just picked
For my
it in
partner,
overtime.
Charles Davis,
When you
and
score
all
a touchdown in
hard-working
overtime,
men and
they
women
still
on
get
our
the
crew.
ball.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
No, nigga. When you score a touchdown in overtime, they still get the ball, son. You still got to kick it off. Son, on everything, son. Hey, Slim. No, son. On everything, son. On everything I love, son. On everything I love, son. Why you think I got hyped this shit in overtime? I was like, yeah, nigga. Like, so I thought this shit was over, son. No. Nigga, I kicked that joint off, son. Oh, everything. This joint whack, son. No, son. Ain't no burnt, son. Or everything. That shit on laugh, son. Or everything, son. Hey, nah, that shit crazy as shit, man. That shit dumb. Like, that shit extra dumb. Yeah, I'm off this shit. Get ready for work, man. I'm gonna holler at you though, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna motherfucking see my shit real quick. I know I won like 20, or at least 19 games, I don't know. This shit down. Fuck no. 19 and 11. I been losing some bullshit joints. Like, honestly, it's I've been tired. I was playing this shit when I was y'all sleepy as shit. But I see you there. Alright.